Hey everyone, Ridge 6 here. I'm going to be heading to Pyro, and I decided to turn it into a bit of a commodity trade run. I am planning to head over to Stanton, a place I go to sell RMC, sometimes called Terminus. I plan to buy some bioplastics at Terminus and then take it to Pyro. Let's see if this is worth it. So I just finished the resource drive event, and I've been missing Pyro. So my plan is to move back to Pyro now, and I don't want to just go empty-handed. So I thought let's make a commodity run out of it. All right, looks like we have a couple of ships here. A couple of vultures, I think, and maybe a Connie. So we'll see if any actual players seem to be here, or if these are just abandoned ships. There's been so many abandoned ships lately. This resource drive has especially made that a bigger concern, right? All right, go ahead and get landed here. One of the biggest concerns is the freight elevators. Freight elevators have been especially bad in this patch. I think highlighted how broken they really are. So let's see if this thing is even working. As far as I can tell, there are no other players here, just me. Come on. There we go. Okay, well, it seems to be going up and down anyways. Hopefully it will let me actually bring cargo up after I buy it. So I'm gonna head in here and buy some bioplastics. All right, this is not going to be cheap. So yep, bioplastic, there it is. And I'm going to need, yep, this is gonna be expensive. For the Starlancer Max, my cargo grid, yeah, and look, I've got 8.609 million. And for the Starlancer Max, I can take 24 8 SCU containers. Those are the biggest they sell here. 1.028 million, let me write that down. All right, we'll buy that. Yeah, 1.028. Oof, this is gonna be pricey. I hope nothing goes wrong. All right, and then for that back area of the Starlancer Max, I can take 8 4SU containers up on top. So we're gonna buy 8 4SU containers as well. 171.3, let me write that down. Okay, so a total of pretty much 1.2 million, and I'm 7.4ish million now. So let's go load these up. I was feeling like being risky. I want a little bit of an adrenaline rush. I want to hopefully not get pirated or have any major problems. Okay. Yeah, of course. Oh, that was a big group. I just want to bring 8 up. This has been one of those problems we've been experiencing during the resource drive event, is the elevators are just shot. They just are not working great, especially this week, as 4.3 went to the PTU. Yeah. All right, crap. Well, this one's broken. Let me go check this other one real quick. Oh, of course, there's a Drake Vulture in the way. It doesn't make any sense. There's no Drake Vulture in the way. There's a Vulture right there, but it's not blocking the elevator. Okay, I decided to server hop, so I quickly flew up into orbit and changed to a different server, which is, funny enough, a server I was on before I started this recording, and so you can see one of my ships in the distance. You can see it there at the top of the screen. My 85X is hanging out in a different part over by ArcCorp, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and land right here by this vulture and hope this elevator is actually working on this server. Just go ahead and open the back. Oh, I completely forgot my Nursa was in here. Hopefully that is not going to be a problem. It shouldn't be. I should be able to put cargo off to the sides of it. Alright, like I was saying, I am mostly wanting to do this for just the fun of it. Fully realizing it could go horribly wrong, or I could get pirated, or get Star Citizened, you know, or player versus elevator here. This one might be working. Sweet. Yep, let me pull them up. All right. So hopefully there's no other players that are going to come around and mess with me. But that's kind of the fun of it. A little bit of an adrenaline rush with this kind of a thing. You can, you know, take your ship to a station and do the auto loading thing, but I wanted to do it by hand. Why is this not sticking to the grid? Of course. Is the grid broken? Let's try the other side. Man. Is it the Nursa? Is the Nursa the problem? I don't know that I've ever actually put a bunch of cargo back here when I've had the Nursa back here, so maybe this is the problem. Let me take the Nursa out. I actually forgot it was in the ship, to be honest, and so my respawn point is not even set to the Nursa right now. So I'm gonna set it here off to the side, not on the pad, so that it's not in the way for anyone else. Let's see if that fixed it. Ah, it did. Okay, well, apparently the grid back here doesn't like it when the Nursa is also present. Alright, I'm gonna quickly get these loaded up before I get messed with. Last one of the 8. Let's get the 4 SE boxes up. Alright, so the grid in the Starlancer Max, you can place 4 SU containers on top of the 8 SU containers here in the back. Let's get this done. Alright, last one. Sweet. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the Nursa back in, actually. What the heck? Did you see that? Alright, max lift. What? When I try to engage the max lift, it switches back to my Pyro multi-tool. Did I just drop my max lift on the ground? No, it's still there. What? What is happening? It's probably a server error. Watch this. Server error incoming. There it is. I called it. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like my max lift is somehow in my backpack now, but see if the server error recovers. Okay, server recovered, but as you can see, my inventory is not working. And I just want to play it a little safer here, and I'm gonna close this up, ditch the Nursa, and yeah, it's still not working. I think I might just server hop again because I've got a decent amount of cargo on board right now, so maybe, unfortunately, I'm gonna go ahead and server hop again. Okay, round 3, I guess. This is not going super well. That is pretty cool seeing 2 reclaimers on this server sitting there. Those things are huge. Wow. All right. Quickly load up the rest of these 8 SEU containers, I guess. I'm going to be able to do 8 on each side. So I'll bring up 8 now rather than all of them. I don't even know if I could bring all of them up actually in this size of a freight elevator. Thankfully, I have not seen any other players. Let's hope it stays that way. I like the Microtech paint on this ship, though. I think it's my favorite of the 4 that I got from the event, for the Starlancer anyways. Alright, last one. Last box, and then I need to get out of here. Okay, time to bug out and get on the way to Pyro. So my plan is to go all the way to Terminus, not because I have to, but because it's fun. I'm gonna dogleg my jumps though, just in case I run into any pirates. So I'm gonna jump not straight to Pyro Gateway, I'm gonna jump over here. And partway through that I'll break it up, and let's go all the way to Terminus, about the furthest place I can go from here.
Breaker, breaker, this is Iron Horse, rolling out a horizon with a full stack. If you fly slow, stay out of my way, cause I'm burning real hot and riding dirty. Well, I'm burning up the black on a midnight run, got a full load stacked and the work ain't done. From Terra to Stanton, they know my name, a Starlancer hauler in the fast lane. Big twin thrusters and a custom core. She drinks that quantum like a drunk on shore. Chrome so bright makes the loaders blind. Ain't another rig like this in the trade grind. Rolling coal, full burn flying. That black smoke trail keeps on rising. Ain't another hauler out there like mine. Every trucker says she's one of a kind. Engines roar and wake so wide, you can see that smoke from the other side. I drop on the pad with a fire in my thrusters. Dock crews watching like I'm some kind of hustler. The loaders all whistle when I drop on deck, saying that old rig's got a hell of a spec. Shiny new polish, whole wrap tight. Damn thing glows like a beacon in the night. She's got lots of chrome and a reinforced frame, and a horn that blasts like a hurricane. Rolling coal, full burn thunder. Gotta keep hauling, ain't going under. Stacking my crates just to burn them all. When I hit full boost and blow past y'all, engines roar and wake so wide, you can see that smoke from the other side. Cargo hold packed, tachyon hot, making sure this load gets to wear it all. Some say I'm crazy, wasting all my pay, but you can't make credits when your rig is plain. Spent my last few creds on a brand new coat, got that chrome so clean, man, the sun just glows. And when I hit that throttle and hear her roar, I know I spend every last damn score. Rolling coal, full burn flying. That black smoke trail keeps on rising. Ain't another hauler out there like mine. Every trucker says she's one of a kind. Engines roar and wake so wide, you can see that smoke from the other side. No pavement, no road, just the black and me. A Starlancer king, riding fast and free. From ArcCorp docks to Crusader bays, they know my name when they see that blaze. Got cargo holds packed, pushing max tons. If the Space Bear scans, I'll still outrun. My thruster spit fire, my wake runs deep, leaving lesser rigs in the scrapyard heap. Rolling coal, full burn thunder.
that smoke from the other side. Breaker, breaker, this is Iron Horse rolling heavy past Crusader. Catch me on the next loop, boys.
All right, here we are at last landings on Terminus. About as far as I can be from Stanton. No other players around. There was a Corsair, but it seems empty. There we go. Sit right there. That'll work. Alright, last landings is a headhunter's outpost. So do not come here if you are hostile to headhunters. I actually am an ally for headhunters and do some work for them when I'm in Pyro. So they don't mind that I'm here. Alright, looks like the elevator's already ready for me actually. So start throwing boxes and get them secured in the local inventory here as fast as I can. It's also ridiculously cold on Terminus, and I'm not necessarily in the best armor for cold weather. So want to be quick for two reasons. It's cold, it's windy, and I don't want players to come mess with me. So I'll secure a little bit at a time as quickly as I can. Alright, last one here. This is my second batch that I'm dropping down the elevator. So I already have some secured, and this is the rest from the back of the ship. And my body temperature is dropping fast. So I'm going to go hang out in the ship for a couple of minutes and warm back up. Yeah, cold and windy. I actually decided I want to turn the ship around because sometimes it's a little quicker to unload these side bays from the front rather than the back, just because of the way the engines kind of sit over front of part of the bay. Here we go, that'll work. I did a quick scan when I was turning around and don't see any other ships on the radar or in the area, thankfully. So still alone as far as I can tell. Now I've never actually sold bioplastics here. This is basically an experiment. I just wanted to see how it would go and whether it was worth it for a fun little trip like this. So I hope they can buy all of this. I'm worried I'll have to sell part and then wait and then sell the rest. All right, last box. I've got almost all of it secured, and this is the last little batch. Once this is down the elevator, it is all safe. Then it's just a matter of getting it sold. So like I said, I'm doing this not because I'm in a rush to make a bunch of money, but mostly for the fun of it. I think it's fun to have risk, to know that you could get attacked and have to put up a fight. To go a long distance like this sometimes isn't worth it to some people, but it's sometimes fun for me. Those rings look awesome. A lot of people don't realize Terminus has rings unless they've come here. If you've never been here, come visit. Alright, getting cold, really cold. And unfortunately, the garage where you sell the commodities here is not going to warm me up at all, so I gotta be fast. I'm really hoping I'll be able to sell all of it right now in one transaction. Last landings. Sweet bioplastics. It's max 1.343. That cannot be all of it. There's no way. There's no way. I don't think this is all of it. Let me go ahead and sell this. I'll write that down, 1.343, but I don't think that was all of it. No, look, I still have 56 SEU. Okay, so it didn't buy everything I delivered, and it's no longer in demand here, so I'm gonna have to hang around. So I'm gonna go warm up, go into a building, or jump into a mule I saw out here. All right, I warmed up in a mule. If you didn't know that, mules that are oftentimes sitting around are actually protected from the environment. Good way to warm up if you don't want to go all the way back to your ship or go inside one of the buildings. Oh, sweet. I don't think I have that combat knife. So I'm just exploring, looking for loot boxes while I wait for the commodity to come back in demand. That's a cool helmet. I don't know that I've ever seen that helmet before. All right, please buy the rest. I don't think that's the rest, but we'll sell what we can for now. Write that down. 191. Yeah, see, I still have 32 SEU, so I'm gonna wait another 15 minutes or so. Okay, I think I checked out all of the loot boxes I could find in Last Landings. It's been about 15 or 20 minutes since I started selling here, so hopefully it has reset and I can sell the rest. Please. Yes, yes, I think so. All right, 252. Go ahead and sell that. Write it down. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Back up to 9.196 million. So successful delivery and sell of a lot of bioplastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for watching. I hope this was enjoyable. I guess the question is, was that worth it? To me, it was. I mean, 587,000 in profit, about an hour and a half of time. It's not for everybody. It's not the fastest way to make money, but if you're looking for a way to enjoy a little bit of thrill that comes with risking it, the potential to have to put up a fight, and maybe the slower pace, it could be for you. It's not for everybody, not the fastest way to make money, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, and follow along.